Auto batteries wear cozies. In California, surfers don wetsuits. Bundle, cover, shelter, nor'easter, wind chill, whiteout take over the weather reporter's lingo. While I explore every way to get warm, the trees get naked. Leaf by leaf, they shed their protective, sun-receptive leaves to meet winter skin to skin, scrawny branches uplifted in courageous defiance, made fearless by their knowledge of time's cyclical promises, they release. And so to my newer poems that, well, you'll see. I worked for a for a retailer, a major national retailer for about 10 years, and this is related to that. The Great American Trader. A $14 million bonus in 2008, just like the one he got the year before, and would get the year after. Every dollar had the fingerprint of a $9 an hour clerk who stood for 8 hours, knowing he or she would keep only pennies from each sale. Every day, smiling to condescending customers, convincing them to buy yet one more thing they have no need of. In 2008, he laid off 750 workers in Seattle. The next year, he expanded that to nearly 10,000 nationwide: Chicago, St. Louis, Miami, San Francisco. And now, his political party calls him a job creator and wants to give him the pennies left in the pockets of those he made jobless, homeless, hungry, scared. I call him the Great American Trader, with no care for his fellow citizens, no care for his nation, care only for his own acquisitive greed, willing to sacrifice everyone so that he can sit atop the mountain of worthless paper and beat his hairless chest. Okay, one more. Repatriation. What if it was me? I dreamed of a house with arched doorways, with a steel front door painted dark burnt orange, walking from the backyard with fresh grilled vegetables picked from the earth beneath my feet, through the side yard, up the stone front steps, through the unlocked door. The rumors were true. We had 48 hours to pack only what we treasured from all the generations of our family core and be gone. Some struggled, fought, died. The world declared it must be so, reparations, land in exchange for silence. The National Guard came for us. In their armored convoys, we traveled westward across the border, the baby crying our inconsolable heartache the whole way. Tents met us. Tents, as far as the eye could see. Tents. 3, 4, 5 families, strangers to a tent. 10 years they've promised us better conditions, but there is no money. Some, those with family elsewhere, or secreted stashes, or insider knowledge, or collaborators' hearts, have moved on to new places. Me, I long to shake this eastern Washington dust from my feet and feel the cool, fresh air of my Montana mountain home again. I dreamed of a house with arched doorways, with a steel front door painted a dark burnt orange, walking from the backyard with fresh grilled vegetables picked from the earth beneath my feet, through the side yard, up the stone front steps, through the unlocked door. And Danielle Jacobowitz is next.
So we can see you.
I'm afraid to mess with this because it's duct taped. Can
Yeah.
I angle it down a bit?
Yeah, just here.
Sure, yeah. Thanks. So I'd like to say before I read my poetry that I hate when other poets do this. But it's my first feature, so I really want to let you know that Quill and Parchment is featuring me in the January issue, and if you like my poetry, I'd really like it if you check out that issue and read my poetry there. And this is one of the poems that's being published. So this is Letter. Dear Ophelia, I dreamt of your grandmother last night. I framed her face with wood from the river, crushed by the weight of someone lithe and white, still in the steady ripples and wilting plants. A clumsy child's attempt at dignity, her pink tongue stumbling upon words barely able to stand on their own. Once they fell past her pristine teeth and the inappropriate swell of lips, wet from drinking river water. I watched her sneak behind the old school with tears on her withered cheek. She threw a dead bird into the air again and again, willing it to fly. Two more, okay?
Oh, yeah. We're doing really good on time.
Can you get a little lower?
Really can't, Mom.
I can get low. Thanks. This is Lighthouse. I slip into my bathwater, a tender undoing cream-colored with soap. A curtain of foam is divided by mountains, immovable valleys, and your intended affection, infused with all the force of the ocean's hand. If over time water can erode a great canyon, my skin is a sandcastle, and you are the constant tide. And just one more I wrote today. This is Old Growth. We speak of penetration as if we both know how it feels to be unearthed. I can more easily pretend to smell of the dirt, but it is in the water we roll and creep without eyes and reach for the warmth of a seasonal sun. We sail, sometimes together, peering into a blackening sky. No one can know who is the iceberg and who is the ship, but I will wager with all of my glacial heart that I will weep for your death if the unbearable lightness of your touch does not tear me asunder. Thank you. The next reader is Judy Pickett.
A little bit lower, so I can hear. There.
Is it
Damien, is that about right? Okay. I've got my son back there, so if I've ever been nervous before, tonight is it. The first poem is called Missing. It's missing from the cabinet. How long since it disappeared? Orange and white, your initials on it with indelible marker. Have they been obliterated too? While here, it claimed your space, your invitation, and your right to be here. Sharing this bit of intimacy side by side, toothbrushes next to the paste. Did it leave with you that last morning? Even in advance of the announcement? The cup is missing too, repositioned to the kitchen cupboard. How odd. If not you, then who? Thank you. This is Morning Song, take 4. You are so slow to come to me. Always there is the waiting. How long will I remain here? How long to defer satisfaction? Your arrival is heralded by sharp sensations. Heat that almost burns my skin. Song that only you can sing. And that scent, aroma from the past. Nostrils bring both memories and promise, even when I cannot see in the dark. Then, after interminable waiting, eager and ready, I am poised, lips open, senses tingling. Only then do you arrive and enter me, warm and full-bodied. My morning coffee. That one was fun to work on. What force and fury waging within and about me, outwardly, and perhaps truly calm and surely happy and focused. Yet within there is a storm, and without the weather echoes, while in the midst of the eye moving through, it is this core, this center, coursing with purpose and goal, but tempest-tossed, striding on waves, lending calm to the wildest night. Yet somewhat slippery too, sometimes edging out of consciousness. Illusions of maelstrom fury threaten to dissolve. What? Core or facade? And one more?
Mhm.
Okay. Today in the shower, my skin fell off. In bits and pieces until I was completely peeled, utterly exposed with dreams unearthed. How had I missed this loosening? There must have been hints. Explorations of ideas, life, love, gone on long enough to raise blisters not yet turned to calluses. Something has changed forever, though later, dressed in sweater and jeans, I may appear the same to you. If you look closely enough to notice, you, my love, will find that at last you can say, I see you. Thank you very much. And Georgie Kunkel, you're next, and I've been wanting to meet you for years.
My goodness, I'm the last one. Ooh. That means I have 35 minutes. I don't know, I thought I was prepared tonight, but I looked